you can stop. Lexi will figure it out. There's no sense in us spending all day trying to figure out something and you missing out on all this good stuff. And the little subheading under multiplying, ladies and gentlemen, is multiplying by multiples, well, of 10 and 100. And that probably doesn't mean anything to you unless we talk about what multiples of 10 and 100 are. And that's simply this. Let's just look at this. The multiples of 10 are basically counting by 10, which is 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on, etc., etc., etc. And the multiples of 100 are the same thing. If you count by 100, you get 100, 200, 300, and so on, and so on, and so on. Okay, and when we multiply by these things, it's really very easy. Okay, it's really very easy because here is, and I'm sure Mrs. Lutz talked about this, when you multiply by these things, we got the little phrase that pays, and that is to let the zeros hang out. Oh.
I remember this.
That means if this is the problem, let's say your problem is 34 times 20. When you write that problem down on your paper, by the way, in multiplication, because of the commutative property, which we've talked about before, you can multiply in any order. Okay, when you're given the choice, you always want to take the one that ends with a 0 and put it on the bottom. So when you write it out, it looks like this. 24 times, instead of lining up the sides here, you hang out whatever 0 and put it off to the side there. This is what we mean when we talk about hanging out. I know you hang out with friends and whatever, but 0 is hanging out. Because when you multiply by that, this is how easy this is. Okay? When you multiply by this, you just take the 0, bring it straight down, and then multiply the 2 but just like normal. 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 3 is 6. So it ends up being just that easy. Or if it was 34 times 200, you would do the same thing. You'd write the 34 times the 2 and let 2 zeros hang out. If it ends with zeros, however many zeros it ends with, you let those hang out and you bring those straight down and just multiply by the 2, which gives you 6,800. This is your beginning of double-digit multiplication, and this is the easy enough there. Grayson, you probably don't have to comment every time I say something. I mean, at the end, maybe at the end you can just give one big hurrah and save it out for the end, and we'll all be good. Otherwise, if everybody started doing this, I would never get a word in edgewise. Let me give you another example. How about this one? 500 times 36. How do I write that down on my paper? Well, like I said, if it's something that ends with 0, you're going to put that on the bottom and put the other number on top, because you can do that with multiplication. You can't do it with subtraction. You can't do it with division. But with multiplication, you can. You're going to put the number that doesn't have the zeros on top. Then you're going to write the number that does have zeros with those zeros hanging out because they're friends. And then when you do the multiplication problem, you just simply bring those zeros down and multiply by the non-zero digit there. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. So your answer is a pretty big number, but very easily doable by a 5th grader such as you. I can tell you want a chance to do it on your own. How about this one? 400 times 37. 400 times 37. You do that problem right there where you sit. I'm going to meander about to make sure we all are on the same proverbial mathematical page. 37 times 400. Remember the 400 is going to go on the bottom. Hang out those zeros. Make your life easy. Looks like most of you have this pretty much nailed down. If we do it out, let's do this in a pretty shade of ugly green. Alright, this one's gonna go on top. You are going to put the 4 and hang out those zeros. When you do the multiplication, you bring down the zeros. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2, 12 plus 2 is 14. 14,800, does that seem like a winner to most people?
Yes.
So you think you can handle that? How about one more with money? What if it is, let's say you bought 200 tickets, and those tickets were all $1.35. I'll give you a second to do that. If you bought 200 tickets for $1.35 each, how much money would you have to fork over? Remember, your answer needs to be written in dollars and cents as well. Answers need to be in dollars and cents as well. You got an answer over there, Allie Johnson? What'd you come up with?
$270.
Let's check and see. $1.35 times 200. Let those zeros hang out. 0, 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 6 plus 1 is 7. 2 times 1 is 2. If you have that, you're close. You do need to write it in dollars and cents, so you put the decimal there. And it is 270.